Hi Aries, this is Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and this is your July 2014 Angel Oracle card reading, and I'm using the Messages from Your Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So let's see what July has in store for you. Okay, first card up we have Maya. Okay, this is the education card, all right? And she says, schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So this can point to people, you know, maybe contemplating going back to school in like a very formal sense. But what this is most likely probably pointing towards, given the audience, is that you're going to start opening up to a new side of spirituality, a new kind of knowledge. All right. Now, whenever this card comes up, I always like pointing out that there's a little galaxy in the background there, and there's some sacred geometry going on in the background. So maybe hooking up with Metatron and asking him, like, what do you want me to know? Guide me, show me what teacher might be the best person to teach me about geometric shapes or whatever, you know. But this is definitely you expanding your knowledge in some area, and I do feel for a lot of you, it's some of you, this is getting into the healing arts and getting some certifications around that. So that could be a really wonderful thing too. If it's not any of those like examples, you know, whatever you're learning right now, might be something that you're learning to get a promotion at work, okay? When this is coming up, and if you're engaged in something like that, it's actually saying that the angels are there with you with that project, and they're smiling upon it, okay? Next up, we have Fiona, and she says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Whenever this comes up, this is a sign to get out of your own way. How do we get in our own way? We get attached to outcome. We have expectations. You know, we stomp our feet and say, but I want this, and it's supposed to look like that. Well, maybe not. All right, so release the control, release attachment to outcome, and just let the angels flow to you what you actually need. It might end up being better than the thing you were asking for in the first place, okay? So bear that in mind as you go through July. Next card up. Okay, it's Desiree, and she says, no, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help, guide, and comfort you. This has two things going on. One, it could be some of you still are getting in your own way and getting impatient and trying to push things and not letting the angels help you in the way that they can. But if you've been contemplating, some of you are going to get so mad because we were just coming out of Mercury retrograde in June saying don't launch a business, and then we get into July and it's like, hang on, you know, like conditions aren't exactly right now. I know that can be frustrating, but what the angels are saying is, let us help you with the baby steps. You're not alone in this. You don't have to take everything on by yourself. The other thing that this is telling me is, no, it's not a good time for this month for you, the energy around you, to be making any sort of huge life-altering decisions. Whether that's, well, I mean, of course, if you're like in a bad relationship, then get out of the relationship. But if it's something like you're contemplating leaving a marriage, hang on there, cowboy. You don't have all the information just yet. Something else is going to come in that might offer a little bit of understanding, or if you know for certain that a certain relationship needs to end, it's asking you to kind of gather up your strength and strengthen your emotional body too, so that you can get through it, get through that transition a little easier. Okay? And the final card we have is Grace and Antoinette. Okay. All right. It says to help heal this situation, see the other person's point of view with compassion. Immediately, I felt like people, you know, with their marriages and with their relationships, like something funky's going on there, and you're trying to see the other person's point of view. I'm also seeing conflict with coworkers. Okay, so this might be one of those times, like maybe that is what, I mean, how it plays out and manifests in your life, only you know that. Only you know the details of your life. I'm reading a general sort of underlying energy, okay? So, but what is making me think that it's kind of paired up with this, like generally speaking, you guys aren't in the right energy to be making decisions right now, okay? I don't know what that's about for you. It feels, because immediately as I'm tuning in, it's like refracted. You know, it's like it goes in many different ways for everybody out there. So I don't want to sit here and like, you know, plant a seed in your brain and be like, oh, this is strictly going to be about relationships. It could be, okay? But this feels like someone around you, the energy's off, there's conflict, there is ego, a lot of ego getting involved, and you're not in the right state of mind to be making big decisions, okay? So let this be a month of go off and have fun. I mean, for crying out loud, it's July. You know, go off and take a trip if you can, or decompress. That's what this month is for you. Decompress. Don't forget that the angels are there to help you, which is why Fiona's coming forward and saying, we're here. But then I got pulled back to this one too. So this feels like, for whatever reason, a big month for you guys to retreat, collect yourselves, and get prepared to move in a new direction by educating yourself, okay? Educating yourself in a way that will, this has big implications. Like, this will kind of define you again later. Okay, so let me know how this all manifests in your life. It's kind of a strange reading, I know, but there it is, okay? I'll give it to you just like they're giving it to me. So in the meantime, I'm sending you all of my love. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.